Hello friends, welcome to the channel tutorial.com. This session we will discuss the reference in React. Okay, so how to use the reference in function component as well as class component. So here is the createRef.com. Here we will have some demo. Okay, so we are using the reference. We are discussing the reference topic. Okay, in class component as well as function component. Okay. So basically why we create reference and why do we use? We create reference to keep the reference of any element, JSF element, or you can say HTML element inside React. Okay. Or a single element or a group of nested React elements. Okay. So for that we have two things. You can see like here from React. Okay. So within React we have two things. One is create ref and another one is useRef. Okay. These two things are used okay, in React to create the references. These two have separate use. Okay. So use reference is basically used for class component, whereas the create reference REM is used for getting reference inside class component. So first of all, we will use that use reference to create some reference. Okay. So here, let's suppose we have some constant and ref one. Okay. Use ref and pass the default. Okay. Okay. So the first step is to create the reference. Create a reference. Okay. So we are basically using the functional component. So that's why we are using the useRef hook. So basically this is a hook. Every hook starts with USE. Now the second step is to assign this empty reference HTML reference. Okay. What we are trying to do, we are trying to just add some input box here. Okay. Type equal to text and we just close it. And now what we want, our requirement is that if we want to, if we click on this H1 tag reference, okay, this text box will automatically focus. Okay. So on the click of this, it automatically goes to focus the text element. So our requirement is this. So how can we do? First, second step is to assign this reference to this. So what we will use? We will use the ref attribute of the HTML tag and we will just pass the reference object here. Okay. So now the second step is over. We have just assigned the, or we can you can say refer the HTML element to this empty reference. Okay. Now the third step, what is the requirement that on the click of this. So on the click of this, we will have some click event. So first one thing I want to show. So on click, if I will add on click and on click of this, what I want to focus is this one. So what we will do first, we will do that. We will call this ref1. And the second most important thing is you are seeing that it is a current. Current is coming here. So what it says that if you give some reference inside this one, it doesn't store in the root. Okay. It has some key inside that called current, which stores that node reference. Okay. So anytime when we want to consume this, we have to write the current first. Then after what we want to do is to call the function like focus. We want to focus. Okay. So it doesn't get this, so we are just question marking it. So now what we will see if we are clicking on reference, it is not working. What is the reason behind that? The reason behind that, it is not rendered when you are binding it. Okay. So that means it takes some time to set the reference. Okay, and then after you suddenly you have used to find this current inside only. So at this time it is null. So it takes some time, okay, to set the reference here. So this time it is empty. So for that, what we will have to do, we will have to take the wrapper event. Okay, so we have to create some wrapper event. Let's suppose handle click our wrapper event, which will handle the this method for us. Okay, now this handle method will be called inside this. Okay, now you don't need this. Okay, now what we will do, we'll click on reference. You can see that it is focusing on text box. Okay, we are outside this one, but it is focusing on the text box. That means it is working our requirement. It is fulfilling our requirement. Okay, that means what we see, that we are creating the reference of this input element inside this reference. If you want to see what is in ref one, you can control it, and you can see on console what will be on click. So you see that it has a current key and it is in JSON object. So inside this current, you have an HTML input element because we are binding with input tag. So in this current, we are getting everything, like it has don't have any inner HTML, but this tagger name is input and type is equal to text. So you are basically getting the reference of that input one. Now what you want to do, if you want to use this one on this key tag, this one, okay, and you want to change some color on the click of this reference, okay. So what you have to do, you have to use this one dot style, like similar what you do in JavaScript, dot color equal to. So now when you click on the reference, you can see that the color has been changed of the key tag. This time you are having the reference of HTML paragraph element. It has the inner HTML business. If you want to get this value here, you can just simply write this current dot inner HTML. So you will get this value in console. The content of this HTML element is printing here. You can also use the text if you are having text elements here. Okay. Now, what you want to do, if you want to keep the reference of whole this, what you have to do, you will just take it out from here, you will place it. Now, on the click of this one, the everything color will be changed. So if the value is down. Okay. Now, if you click on the reference, you can see everything is changed. Color of everything is changed because you are putting the reference on the whole view. Now what you are getting, this one reference starting. This is the inner text of the string. So that's why you are getting this one. You want to see in what is in current. On click, you can see you are having the HTML div element, and inside this you have all the content of that JSF element. Okay. So this is the use of reference, how to create a reference and use that reference. And if you are using the functional component, then you have to use the hook called useRef. Now the similar thing, what we have to do, we have to convert this into class component. So what we have to do, we will just comment this out, complete it. We are just commenting this out, and we are just creating a class component. So we have export class app instance get.com, and we have some structure of inside. We have top inside. Now what we have to do is to have a contender here and it will return a. So now what we will have to do is to create the reference first. So let's suppose the reference is null, and inside the initializer we use the createRef. This will be used inside the class component. Now this reference will be used everywhere with a reference, and this handle check will be the desktop. So everything is same, just there is the initialization of reference is different. We are using the createRef for class component because we can't use the hook inside that. Similarly, but everything is same, and we are getting everything at current engagement. On the click of this, cannot read properties of undefined, that means we are not getting the scope inside this single click. For that, you have to find the scope here. This dot handle click dot find. Now clear the console and just check. See, you are using the reference on like this. Everything color will be changed because we are changing the style color, and you are getting the same tip element here at the current. Okay, this dot ref1 dot current. Similarly, if you control the ref only, then you will get the current. That means everything is same, similar. The only thing is you have to change is to use the createRef if you are using the class component. Rest all things are same here. Now, if you want to change the background color, then you have to write here. On the click of this, you can see that the background color of this is white. Now, if you want to use the click event on the click of something, so let's suppose if you want to call the click event for the reference element, so you will just have to write this. Okay, and on this click, if you want to have some handles of event here, then you will just start on click, and on click we are just starting from alert here, alert. What will happen on the click of this? It will call this. It will call the reference, and it will call the click method of this. So on the click method of this one, we have some alert here. So to show the alert. You can see on the click of reference, we are getting the hello. Okay. We are getting the current estimated element. So this is the example of creating the reference, okay, inside our class component as well as function component. So in this session, what we have learned how to use the useRef hook as well as createRef. So basically, there are three steps. First step is to initialize the reference. If you are in class component, you have to use the create reference. But if you are in the function component, then you have to use the hook called useRef. The second important step is to assign this ref with any HTML or the group of HTML. So what we will do, we will use the ref attribute of that particular HTML element, and we will assign that initialized object of that reference with them. Now the third step is to handle that, or you can call that reference to change any event, change or call any events of that particular element. I hope you have understand the use reference, create reference, anchor reference in React. Thanks for watching this session. We will come with another videos. Thanks for watching.